Hi, I'm Wanda Jenkins. I want to show that yes, you can spin cotton with a turkey spindle, suspended. To begin with, fluff out a little bit of the fiber. Doesn't have to be a whole lot. Remove the shaft, lay the fiber over the hole, and impale it so that it traps the fiber inside the hole. Twirl your spindle counterclockwise. My fiber hand is holding the cotton open very gently, and as you can see, that drifted apart. So I will just start that over again. And sometimes it does take several attempts to get that feel for getting enough twist up there to hold the fibers together. Now I'm running the fibers up the shaft, and the twist is going into the fiber. And I'm going to stop and draft back just gently. Twist some more. Twirl that spindle. This is making the leader. Once we get enough leader long enough, I'll go up to the top and do a half hitch. So my fiber hand has been just gently going backwards, drafting backwards. The twist is grabbing the little fibers and twisting them, and now that's long enough, so I will go up to the top, make a half hitch. This finger is trapping the fiber from bouncing off over the top. That is a half hitch. Now we can start spinning suspended. With your fiber hand, you're holding that twist at the top before it goes up into the fiber supply. Spindle hand will give a good twirl, transfer so that twist is staying behind. Once I get enough twist built up, then I can start letting that twist move from underneath my hand, my fingers, up into the fiber supply. Pinch it off, twist some more, transfer the twist. And I'm spinning pretty fine, so I'm going to back my spindle hand up, and if that happens, just catch it. The spindle is still spinning. I'm going to grab down here, let that fiber get more cotton. I'm going to start spinning it a little bit thicker so you can see it better. So at this point, I'm going to let the spindle rest on the floor while I manage the fiber, the cotton better. Get it going a little bit thicker. You hear the spindles rattling because it is kind of being supported slightly on the floor. But now I have it up, it's suspended. I'm going to wind on at this point because that initial fiber is not quite as uniform and strong as it will become. Sometimes it takes just a little bit to get a feel for the fiber to begin with the first couple arm spans. Take a little bit of experimenting for feel, twisting the fiber, twisting the spindle, drafting back. So winding on, going over 2, under 1. Now I have enough leader to go back up, do that half hitch again. Give it good. Make sure your shaft is secure on the shaft. The shaft in the spindle is secure, so it's not going to be rotating around the shaft. Now as the twist is running up, my hand is acting like a dam. The little finger is acting like a dam, keeping the twist back behind the unspun fiber until I'm ready to introduce that twist up into the fiber supply. So at this point, my spindle hand is pulling out the cotton fiber as my fiber hand is drafting back slightly. So both hands are working together. My spindle hand holds a bit of the twist back until I'm ready for it to go back up into the fiber supply. And when you start practicing and you get the feel for how fast to advance the draft up into the cotton, you can start moving quite quickly. It's time to wind on again because I have quite a long arm span spun. I'm going to add a little bit more twist just because it's cotton. Cotton needs a higher twist since this fiber staples are so short. Remove the half hitch. And you don't have to do this type of wind on. This is what makes that really pretty God's eye look. Over 2, under 1. My spindle hand is twirling the spindle as my fiber hand is kind of guiding the fiber into place. And now I have enough left to go. Do a half hitch again. This time I'm going to do it without a lot of talking so you can just see the process. So you can see the fiber hand is not doing a whole lot of work. It's mostly holding, supporting the cotton. And then my thumb and finger do pinch it off as needed. And guiding. The twist is doing most of the work. So now it's long enough, I'm going to add that extra bit of spin. And butterfly up. Remove the half hitch. Now I'm going to do over, just going round in circles because that's a fast way of doing cotton. Go over round and round, over and under 2, 5, 6 times, doesn't matter. And periodically just move over a quarter turn. And back up half hitch. Now this spindle weighs 23, almost 24 grams. So it's not a lightweight spindle, but it works fine. It spins fast. That's important. You want a real fast spinning spindle if you're going to spin cotton. I get kind of a modified long draw going with that twist running up into the cotton supply as my 2 hands drift apart. With cotton sliver, there is a direction. The way it's come out of the machine is directional. So if you find that you have slumps happening, I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to show you what I mean by slubs coming off because I'm spinning from the other side. As the fiber draws out, because a sliver is directional, it will be harder to pull out. It will resist some. It's not just smoothly coming apart, and it wants to come out in tugs like that. You'll get your slubs. If this happens very often, like there's another smaller slub, but I had to work to get that smoothed out. See how it wants to come out of slubs? You know then that this is probably not the correct direction. So just break it off. And if you don't like that, break it off. That's the beauty about fiber. You can recomb that and use it, put on a carder and add it to other fibers, and you don't have to waste it. So I turn that around and it's drafting out so much more smoothly. That's the main thing. I hope you try it. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy spinning cotton with my spindles. I do walk and spin cotton some. I spun all of this on a spindle. This is less than 20 ounces. I used different colors of natural cotton and then knitted this with a Sarah Sweat pattern. Have fun!